longtime friends, blending the spine-chilling thrills of horror and true crime.
The wildest Reddit stories.
And the hottest pop culture moments, one bold episode at a time. Welcome to
The Bold Blend!
I'm Nay.
I'm Kate.
And I'm Ange.
Excuse me.
Ay. Hi, Mom.
Ay.
And I'm Hannah.
It's another guest episode. We have Hannah, one of our longtime friends as well from high school. All right.
And also one of the first listeners jud kada episode.
Kaya ganing ma-post siya at 9, but around 10 na siya. Mana na ko guys. Today's episode is Faith and Folklore.
Yep, so yeah, as what Naya mentioned earlier, tungod kay Ting Holy Week, so medyo, you know us, kanang i-blend dyan na naman say mga ganap na nga month, na nga week. So, that's why, muna siya, Faith and Folklore. So, ang musugod sa ato ang episode will be our special guest. So, na siya iyang story for this segment. Na-pressure siya actually.
Yes.
Taas kayo ang
Mga 30 minutes iyang basahunon. Para amo lang na is i-times 2 ang speed.
Yes, kaya kay ko mo story.
If you know Hannah, then you know how she talks.
Remember that one time sa high school?
Katong leader na to siya sa Girl Scout.
No!
Guys, paminaw mo ba?
2 sems, pila to ka sem, half ra to sa year, kay,
Half a year na ito?
yeah.
Di ay?
Yeah, I
Ako
quit. Just too much
Nihila ko
work.
ka to.
Oh, wait, I always cry.
Oh my God, speaking of crying, do you remember Filipino nga kuan kana na quarterly exam? And then she didn't do so well. She said, "Magmanicurista na."
Oh my gosh! Ay, di mo manindaw kanila.
Kanisan ninyo. But speaking of Filipino, remember ko nga partners me niya na i-report sa El Fili ba to? Yeah, we nailed it niya na exempt na sa exam.
For real?
Sure, oy.
Yes, kaya ko kami ni Hannah ang kauban na to.
That never happens.
Yes, actually yes.
Actually, bro, yung mga kuyog, bro. Katong mga pinaka lowest bottom.
Mga kuan mo ba ni sila, mga Englishera ba malala?
Kung ano mo, kinsa may mga best English speakers sa kuan,
True.
Hi, Ma'am Davide.
Shout out.
Most proficient English
Most proficient.
Oh, alam mo, conscious na noon ko ibasa.
Hannah, would you like to start with your horror/true crime? Are we doing horror?
crime.
Or true crime?
Guy, I tried researching horror. Niyo mo to ko na talawan man kung ngano mo ni akong topic.
On the list of things I ask myself every day.
Niyo mo to kay di mag-true crime na lang ko. Kay di mada. So, the story is about Andrea Yates. So, she was raised in the Houston area in the middle-class family. Her father was a retired auto shop teacher and her mother was a homemaker. As the youngest of 5 children, Andrea was expected to be a high achiever and she excelled. So in high school, she was the captain of the swim team, a National Honor Society member, and the valedictorian of her 1982 graduating class. So, after completing a 2-year pre-nursing program at the University of Houston, she continued her education at the University of Texas of Nursing in Houston, graduating in 1986. And for a few years, from 1986 to 1994, she worked as a registered nurse at the University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center. So, her promising career came to an abrupt end soon after her marriage to Rusty. Andrea and Rusty first met in 1989 at the apartment complex where they both lived. So they were both 25 at the time. Rusty was a popular high school athlete and a summa cum laude graduate of Auburn University. Was working on designing computer systems for NASA.
Fancy.
As their relationship developed, they lived together, shared Bible readings, and prayed together. On April 17, 1993, they celebrated a small, simple, non-denominational wedding. So the couple confidently announced that they would not use birth control, declaring their desire to have as many children as nature would provide.
Oh no.
Agoy.
Their wish was quickly fulfilled, and within 3 months, Andrea was pregnant with the first of their 5 children. Andrea's postpartum difficulties began with her first pregnancy. So soon after Noah's birth, the first child in 1994, she experienced disturbing hallucinations. So a vivid vision of a knife and an image of herself stabbing someone, which she dismissed and kept hidden. So as the time passed, it became evident that postpartum depression and psychosis were beginning to derail her life. With the arrival of each successive child, Andrea's mental state worsened.
Oh no.
By the time she was expecting her second child, John, she gave up activities that once brought her joy, such as swimming and jogging, and began to withdraw from friends. The family's life underwent dramatic changes in 1996 when Rusty accepted a 6-month NASA-related project in Florida. The move prompted them to leave their suburban home, so they rented it out, and they lived in a 38-foot trailer, marking the start of an itinerant lifestyle. So in this new setting, a small recreational vehicle community, Andrea cared for Noah and John while Rusty worked. So in Florida, she suffered a miscarriage. So third na unta to. But soon became pregnant again, just as Rusty was preparing to return to Houston. So mobalik na sila.
Silang home.
But even after they moved back, they did not reclaim their old house. So instead, Rusty's desire to live light and easy led them to rent a lot for their trailer. So by 1998, after several months of trailer living, Rusty acquired a motor home converted from a 1978 Greyhound bus, inspired by a traveling evangelist, Michael Waroniecki's example. So ang katong traveling evangelist kay si Michael Waroniecki.
So it's big na. It's a Greyhound bus.
Gikan sa pila unsa na kada ka ang unsa to 38
RV
38
lang.
foot trailer.
Yeah, I think it's rather small.
Then karon bus na. So the bus became the family's new home, with Noah and John sleeping in the luggage compartment while Andrea, Rusty, and Paul, their third child, and later Luke, so fourth na, born in 1999, a year after. So they shared the small cabin. So throughout the years, as her family expanded, Andrea also became deeply devoted to caring for her ailing father, who was suffering from Alzheimer's disease. So a responsibility that added to the overwhelming pressure she faced. At the same time, Andrea became increasingly isolated. So when she did see people, she was always the visitor rather than the host, rarely inviting others into their home. So friends and family began to note that Rusty's dominating influence in the household may have contributed to her growing isolation and emotional distress, and some suggested that his insistence on having a large family played a role in her deteriorating condition. So the breakdown in Andrea's mental health became increasingly apparent in the late 1990s. So on June 16, 1999, she called Rusty at work sobbing and hysterical. When he returned home that evening, he found her shaking uncontrollably and biting her fingers. Unable to calm her, Rusty took her to her parents' home. So the next day, while her mother slept and Rusty was busy with errands, Andrea's inner torment became unmistakable when she attempted suicide by ingesting 40 pills of her mother's antidepressant medication. So rushed to the Methodist hospital, Andrea explained that she had taken the pills to sleep forever, though she later expressed guilt, saying that she had her family to live for. But despite her obvious distress, her recovery was slow and marked by evasiveness when questioned about the true causes of her crisis. Discharged for insurance reasons, she was prescribed Zoloft, but she disliked the medication and her condition only worsened. Andrea began to spend entire days in bed, engaging in self-mutilation, So she would scratch her scalp until she developed bald patches, picking at sores in her nose and obsessively scraping her skin. So during this period, Andrea reported experiencing terrifying visions and voices that urged her to get a knife. And she observed horrific images such as someone being stabbed, though she would not identify the victim. She also refused to feed her children or nurse her baby Luke, claiming that they were all eating too much. At different times, Andrea also experienced bizarre delusions and hallucinations. She believed that there were video cameras in the ceilings watching her in various rooms in the house, and that the television characters were communicating with her.
What the?
Grabe kay siya.
It's scary.
It's giving Amityville horror, the visions of, right? Catch him, kill him. Is that it?
Yeah.
So the warning signs escalated. At one point, the day before a scheduled appointment with her psychiatrist, Rusty found Andrea in the bathroom, dangerously fixated on her reflection with a knife at her throat.
Oh no.
At her
At
throat?
her throat. So, ano na siya.
Dude, that's like a real life horror movie.
Yeah. Scary. And like, kato yung vision kay pag first pa ito niya nga baby.
Bito.
No?
Sige si ipaano.
Lugi ka. Yeah, no, for sure na nanay difference sa iyang mental state at nga time ba? Kada anak niya. Inabot pa dyan silag 5.
Oh, first
Kapag
one.
second pa lang, murag, dapat kung, imposible dili siya magpakita og signs, no? Murag, unstable na siya.
And nagka-miscarriage po siya, and I'm sure that's added
Bito.
stress.
Yeah. Directly after miscarriage kay nabuntis na pud sa ikatulo.
And ni-withdraw na siya sa iyang friends, and she lives in a very small space, and I don't know, I guess that just
Bitaw
sounds...
niya, nagbantay pa kag tulo ka anak, and then napaimuhang papa na sick, so you have to deal with that too. Kay someone facing Alzheimer's, kay dili na ba yun na the same person na you know.
It's not easy to deal with someone.
Rusty found Andrea in the bathroom, dangerously fixated on her.
That was a cat.
Okay.
Yeah, again.
Yeah. Dangerously fixated on her reflection with the knife at her throat. An incident that led the psychiatrist to insist on further hospitalization. So, Andrea was soon admitted to a private facility where she became virtually catatonic for 10 days.
What does that mean?
Like, you're just staring into space. So,
Marag dili ka mo na mo talk nimo pero wala ra ka. So though a multi-drug injection eventually improved her condition, she later described the treatment as a truth serum that stripped away her self-control, a description that underscored the bizarre and overwhelming nature of her symptoms. So when Andrea returned to her family, her parents convinced Rusty, a well-salaried project manager at NASA, to buy a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in a quiet, tree-lined neighborhood. So that was an effort by Rusty to create a more stable environment away from the chaos of trailer and bus living.
Okay, he has a lot of money, but they live in a bus.
Bruto.
Why?
So,
Okay, Rusty.
in this seemingly serene setting, so Andrea appeared to thrive for a time. She took to swimming early in the morning, baked and sewed, and even embraced homeschooling for her children. So the family engaged in Bible studies 3 nights a week in the living room because Rusty did not like any of the churches in their area. So again, the views of the bus-selling, traveling minister Michael Wareniecki would come to have a profound effect on the lives of Andrea and Rusty. So through Wareniecki, the guy where they bought the bus, so Rusty came to doubt organized religion, even though Rusty was not in complete agreement with Wareniecki's views. So Andrea was another story. Wareniecki's repent or burn zeal captivated her, and she corresponded with Wareniecki and his wife for years after she and Rusty bought their bus. So indeed, at times, the Yates family... Mo din na ilang last name.
Stupid siya
Yates. Indeed, at times, the Yates family, their last name, so seemed to imitate the Waroniakis, a bus-living, homeschooling, Bible reading, brood relishing the isolation of itinerancy. Itinerancy. According to Waroniecki, the role of a woman is derived from the sin of Eve. He thought that
Okay.
bad mothers create the bad children. So, grabe kay na siya na... Grabe kay na pressure sa mom.
Especially, and she's not that 100% mentally, and with that pressure,
Bito.
right? I mean, I think that's gonna add to the struggle, possibly self-loathing or whatever that she might have because of her mental issues. Oof.
Especially if your children don't.
And di mamino ba, oh my god, what's wrong with me?
It's my fault.
It's my fault, exactly.
It's a dog's fault.
It's a dog's fault.
Children.
Your children, the mother.
Bad mothers create bad children. There came a time when Waroniecki's hell-burning influence on Andrea was so great, it distressed both her parents and even Rusty. By the spring of 2000, Andrea became pregnant again.
Oh.
So, fifth na na.
Mura, oo.
Oh.
A decision seemingly made with Rusty when Andrea started to improve. So, yet, the news greatly alarmed her doctors who had warned her that Andrea's problems could be far more serious if they returned, as well as Andrea's mother, who had believed all along that Rusty's demands prompted Andrea's breakdown. So yet beneath this outward calm, Andrea's mental state continued to unravel. The death of her father compounded her suffering kay namatay man iyang papa, and she became increasingly absorbed by biblical teachings. Soon, the effects of her grief and mental illness were unmistakable. She stopped speaking, neglected self-care, and developed repetitive self-destructive behavior such as scratching and picking at her scalp. So, naupaw na
Nabalik
Oh,
to ang
nabalik.
iyang kuan.
And she would continually hold Mary but not feed her. So, mo na ni ang fifth child.
So, 4 ka boys, usa ka girl, yung children.
So on March 31, 2001, just months after her daughter Mary was born, Rusty urgently sought to have Andrea re-hospitalized. So reluctantly, with persistent urging from both Rusty and her brother, Andrea agreed to go to the hospital, although she initially refused to sign the admission forms, pero the attending psychiatrist eventually took decisive steps, so having her confined to a state hospital after much coaxing. So at the hospital, adjustments were made to her medications, and although there were brief periods of improvement, she even began feeding herself again. So her overall condition remained unstable, but she was still sent home. Her behavior continued to send disturbing signals. For instance, Noah, one of her children,
One of her children. One of the boys.
One of the boys.
once reported seeing her fill the bathtub with water just in case.
Just in case.
Just in
what?
case what?
We'll see.
Oh, my goodness. I don't like this.
So over time, Andrea cycled in and out of hospitalization. Her condition marked by silent, lethargic episodes punctuated by moments of extreme agitation. By June 20, 2001, the delicate balance she had maintained began to shatter. So that morning, Andrea set out cereal bowls and milk for breakfast. Her actions eerily ordinary, even as her mind was clouded by her previous night's nightmare, which she wouldn't tell her husband. But Rusty made sure she took her antidepressants before leaving for work. And his last memory of her, before the tragedy, was of her eating cereal from a box. Yet, as the day unfolded, the depths of her psychosis overwhelmed her, leading to the unspeakable. In a series of horrifying moments that morning, while her children were still engaged in their routine activities, Andrea, consumed by delusional beliefs that she was sparing them from the clutches of evil, began to drown her children.
Oh.
Yeah. Andrea started their drownings nearly as soon as Rusty left because her children were still having breakfast. First, she selected Perfect Paul, the 3-year-old, apparently her greatest joy and the least trouble of the 5. Paul's death took only seconds. She took his body in her bed and laid his head on the pillow. Next came Luke, age 2, then John, age 5, and then Mary, age 6 months, who was nursing a bottle while Andrea was drowning the others. Andrea left Mary in the tub. So 7-year-old Noah was still eating his cereal when Andrea asked him to come to the bathroom. When he saw his sister face down in the water, he asked, "What happened to Mary?"
Right.
Noah then tried to run away, but Andrea ran after him, dragging him back to the tub, struggling to drown him while he came up twice for air. So afterwards, Andrea put Mary in the bed with her brothers, ensuring that their arms were wrapped around their little sister. And she left Noah in the
Posed
tub.
the bodies.
After niya i-drown, iya ihigda. So kato si Mary kay Marg nag-hug ang iyang mga brothers niya. Pero si Noah, nabili niya siya sa tub.
Probably because he was heavy, because he's 7.
Oo, Marg ang oldest jud siya.
But namatay po si Noah na. Na-drown
Yes.
jud niya successfully.
In a chilling display of detachment, she then dialed 911. During sa call sa 911, she informed 911 to bring ambulance and police.
Okay.
Imo to ni
How
call
did
ang-
she say? How did she say it? It's like something happened to my kids, or I did something to my kids.
Murag inaana, and then murag nonchalant ra jud siya, then gi-ask siya sa katong sa dispatcher na, "Are you sick?" Then she was like, "Yes." Murag ana ra siya, murag detached jud kaayo siya. Basta iyaha lang kay i-bring ang police din niya.
Okay.
So after ana, ni call siya ni Rusty. So, it's time. I finally did it.
Mo yung giingon?
Mo yung first statement.
Oh, no.
Kay
Wait.
second, ako skip na ko. Pero mo na yung una giingon
So,
sa iyang
ni-attempt
bana.
na siya before the ay?
Katong ganina na iya gi-fill
Just
ang
in case.
bathtub.
The just in
Katong
case.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
Damn.
Mo to na kaingon na jud siya na I finally did it.
What the hell?
Yeah. Then she told him to come home and hang up. So Rusty called back, alarmed by her tone of voice, and asked Andrea if anyone was hurt. So, "It's the kids," Andrea said. He inquired which one, and she said, "All of them."
No. That's like a scene from a horror movie.
No, real life jud siya nga scene.
Actually, nakoy na watch nganin ani ang origin sa ungo sa closet sa apartment nga gimovie. Yeah, Haunted ang I think ang series sa Netflix. Yeah.
Napag mga shows nagikuan ni siya.
Murag siya ang inspiration.
Oo. Yeah, marg na documentaries about
Could be, but yeah, guys, if you love horror movies, you watch Haunted. But if talawan mo, ay na lang.
Yeah, ayaw.
Ay na lang,
Promise, ay na
Hana.
Even I, a super hardcore horror fan, I got freaked out by that.
Movie na ang Haunted.
Series. Kada
Konti
episode.
Lahog story.
Yes, lahi og story. And then, ang kana sa first episode lang jud mismo. Sa first episode lang jud mismo. Maglayo na yun yung
Yeah.
gifeel.
It was like that. The girl
Yeah.
in the closet who
Yeah.
killed her, who drowned her kids
She killed her children in the bathtub.
in the bathtub. And basta, if you guys want to watch, if you're curious, at least watch the first episode. But it's super, super scary.
Yeah, if you think
It's
you're
based on
brave
real stuff.
enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so during her 17-minute confession to the police, Andrea recounted her actions in a manner that was disturbingly calm and dispassionate. When questioned, she stated that she had considered killing her children for 2 years.
What the? Yo.
Yeah. So wala pa si Mary, ani, kay 6 months pa good to si Mary. So she believed that she was not being a good mother to them and that they were not developing correctly.
Oh,
So sa
Okay.
na-mix na sa katong
Itong bad mothers create bad, children.
So she also realized that it was time to be punished, and she wanted the criminal justice system to punish her. She added that she had the thought of drowning the children 2 months earlier and filled the bathtub with water, but she just didn't do it at that time. So an interview on November 2001, so a few months kay June man to siya. So during this time, ang iyang mental state kay murag dili gani kay siya ma-interview og tarong mo to pagka November pa jud siya na gi-question about how and why she planned to kill her children. Andrea believed the children were in torment from Satan because they were exhibiting relatively more strife and disobedience.
Oh no. As children do.
Yes. So 7 pagud to ang oldest. So grade 1 or 2 kiat pa kaayo na.
Di kayo na.
Lisod pa kayo na
Yun,
ipa.
pa'y infant ka masighilak.
Yeah.
Mahuguro tayo naka-trigger po
And then yung papa namatay siya nagbantay.
Young husband is not always there.
Okay, nagsigig work. In Andrea's mind, Satan had selected her children because of Andrea's own personal weaknesses. In fact, she had stopped reading the Bible close to the time of the killings because she felt Satan was nearby.
Okay, that's creepy.
Yeah. Andrea seemed to have been remarkably influenced by the 1995 movie Seven, a crime thriller about two homicide detectives who strive to solve a series of mysterious murders patterned on the 7 deadly sins: gluttony, greed, sloth, pride, lust, envy, and wrath.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
So, kakita ka ano?
That's it from 7. What's in the box?
Oh, sorry.
Ang shift.
Abi na ko, nakakita na po siya.
Bisit na ko, na siya i-share.
Actually, nara ko dire for comedic relief.
So Andrea told the interviewer that because she felt she had done all the other sins but murder, she believed that the drowning would constitute her 7th and last sin.
Oh my God.
So checklist.
I wonder unsa ang gibuhat for the other.
Yeah, but gluttony, she was barely eating, di ba? Mo nagluto tong sa cereal box.
Nagmukbang siya cereal.
For the others, they're very easy to achieve except for
True though.
True.
She stopped caring for herself. That's sloth. She had like 5 kids. Maybe she considers that lust.
she claimed that she was thinking of the movie on the day she killed her children. About what she was about to do, how it fit in there, the deadly sins, and how she had done all of them after she drowned the children. She saw the drowning as a sin that she was going to commit. Although the act of drowning would condemn her, it would save the children. So while Andrea had ruminated about the 7 deadly sins a week before she killed her children, she picked that specific date she was going to drown them only the night before. So she did not tell Rusty her thoughts about the deadly sins or of her plans to kill because she believed Rusty would interfere. So as Andrea explained, if she had been stopped, the children would still be alive. And she would still worry about their soul with Satan around. On the morning of the killings, she tried to act as normally as possible so Rusty would not be alarmed. So despite Andrea's claims of careful planning, however, on the day of the killings, she did not close the blinds or the curtains or take the phone off the hook. The door had already been locked the night before and Rusty left through the garage exit. She also remembers taking her medication. She said she felt the presence of Satan that morning, just helping her fill up the tub and getting ready. Yet she believed she would be punished by jail, and she knew the act was illegal. It seemed as though Andrea viewed the killing as a balancing test. doing it, the children would go to heaven. Not doing so, there's the risk of Satan messing them up. Probably if I did it, I'd get in trouble. So para niya marg iya gikil iyang children, kay para marg siya lang kay marg if bata wala pa kay sin, so
Yeah.
muadto sila sa heaven. So marg iyang to gi-sacrifice.
So siya kun hayang sacrifice na siya ra mo go to hell. Everyone else goes to heaven, even if because she's already consumed by Satan.
Yeah, kay
Okay.
marg feel siya na duol ang presence sa Satan. Like, what if muadto sa kong anak niya, muadto kong anak sa hell
Yeah.
niya. Nag-start na ba ito og show og kuan og katong iyang mga bata badlungon.
Oh,
So
badlungon.
they were not developing correctly. So iyan lang gipatay kay para diretso na.
Man, and that's hard because we know that she wasn't on the right mind. She wasn't stable, mentally stable. But kanang ako sang question ba is what the husband ba na marag na siya neglect gid kay there were signs pila na siya gi-hospitalize niya nagsige sila panganak especially katong sa last child nila katong last child kapila na ba siya nagbalik-balik human na ba ito katong throat scenario.
True.
Yeah. Oh, Rusty.
Postpartum depression is real, ba?
It is. And maybe she had underlying issues nga wala na.
Yeah.
Kay some of those stuff I think they kana late na sila mo show
manifest.
manifest ba or even if you had it and crazy niya kato ba murag feel ko ba iyang life kay medyo na dictate ra sa mga gusto ni Rusty unya. Wala ra siya gasaba-saba sa iyang stuff.
Plus katong friend siyang bana katong nibaligya sa bus.
O
Marg nag-feed pod og kuan niya.
Oh, yeah.
Impressionable kay siya.
Yeah.
Ano to?
Oh man, that's scary, and it's very sensitive topic because it's religion. But for some people, it's what brings you peace. But apparently, it's the exact opposite for this lady. I mean, no, I think it's because when we talk about religion, it's so commonly you talk about hell as well, and that's a very scary thought, and a very scary thought of hell and Satan on someone who is unstable, someone who is not going to church. So when you go to church, they talk about the positive stuff too, right?
I think it depends pod on kung kinsa gyud ang imong gi-surround self with. Kay even if mo go siya to church, what if lahi pud to nga
True.
way of preaching gani?
Ilang teaching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if ang kanang sa pag-scare gani na may uban nga
Ooh, scare tactics
the
sa
way
church.
sila mo kuan kay ang pag-scare sa reality of hell kuno ana and everything na mura gani dili ang positive nga side sa religion and maka-affect yun na sa minds yun sa katong mga dili gid mentally stable. And this story kind of reminds me of Daddy Longlegs.
I think there's a musical about Daddy
No,
Longlegs.
katong movie si kuan ba? Si Nicolas Cage.
Long legs.
Ay, dito Daddy Longlegs. I'm so sorry. Think you kog spider.
Nag-watch mi ato sa sinihan.
Tell them.
Watch mi sa sinihan og long legs. Kaya na siya nga, tanaw ta bro. Yeah.
Wait, naaman sa go ato.
Oh,
GC.
pero wala ka na dayon.
Ko kay, padung na ko uli.
Unya, pag mga first 20-15 minutes siguro, nag-brown out.
Correct. Unya, unsa nga time tananan aw? Last full.
Last full show, minanaw. Kaya ana man siya nga, tanaw tag last full show bro, nga horror, para hadlok kay ko. Sige! Tanaw mi, long legs niya, mga 15-20 minutes, nag-brown out.
Correct.
Napawang siya mga 10 minutes at siguro to 5. Ngit-ngit kayo. Ano ito padayon. Ako kung gano'n na, ako nga, if dugay mo balik, dugay sa mi mahuman, di musamot ka, ngit-ngit na. Sus mo to. Ano yan, human na sa lida. Dapat July na itabo. Gawas namin. Kung duta to bro, kung yawa hadlok sa YouTuber no. Na namin parking lot, niya ngit-ngit na ba kay panang pangulay na ba ya?
Wala na biya sakyanan sa parking lot kayo.
Nya layo pa man siya ga park, mulakaw pa man me.
Correct. Nasa pitas tumoy.
Nya ngit-ngit naman. Sus pag abot na nami sa car. Silo. Hello. Asa ko yawi?
Oh, no.
Iyang yawi kay nabilin
Sa mo ang seat.
sa seat.
So, nilakaw na pa rin. Ngit-ngit na kaya.
Ibalik mi, may ganina pa yung mga nang limpyo sa sinihan. Kusus, may ganina ara. Ang naitabo,
Papaday na human.
ano pa'y last? Ano to? Mingaw naman dyan king parking lot. Ningit-ngit naman kayo. Pag una kay kalma ra kay ko, lakaw lang ta bro. Ambot na unsa mi atong duha. Nanagan ni kalit. Kalimot kami. Basta nanagan ming duha.
Just happened. Like,
Nanaga.
kailang hilong manggod ka.
Hilo manggod ka ayo. Kanang unang lakaw ng mga tao. Ko bro, need jud ta magdali kay wa na jud ni tao niya. Ngit-ngit kay ang parking lot.
Nagdinagan na
Nanagan ming duha. Kung nga pistik ko. Tas kami pagsud sa kanan.
Maalagi ito yung CCTV lagi. Finuwi katawaan namin sa...
May gani mo lagi upload.
Funny kayo.
Nagbitbit mo flashlight ato nagdagan.
Murag wala na. Nagnagan na lang dyan ni Paspas. Di kay hayag pa man ang mall gamay. Pero nig-ato na nimo sa parking lot dapit sa cinema. Ngit-ngit na.
Kawi kayo.
Ang sakyan na naa sa tunga. Nga
Just
iniwan na lang.
naspikas to.
Napadyo siya sa pikas to mo. Maglakaw pala mi.
Na ang among cinema nga gitan-aw na dito dapit sa katanay IMAX. Ang akong parking nga dito dapit sa Pikas Tumoy, katong SM City. Katong tulo man ka entrance. Napas Pikas Tumoy.
Pinuang man ni Emis tinanagan noon ni kay.
Horror pa.
Pa Junior.
Pero dili nun to IMAX sa mong giwatch. Oh. Pero naka-funny lang ba nga na brown outan pa mi. Nabili niyang yawi. Nanagan mis parking lot.
Consume na mi sa mo ang kahadlok na nagan.
Oh, okay. Scary mong good kitong naong ni Nicolas Cage po dito.
Yes. Labi na sa ending na.
Dude.
Ba't na itong
Na siya make-up.
Itong white.
nasa double chin?
Oo.
Why? Why?
Bisa mo ni phone. Iwan na lang.
Ang padayon to.
Okay. Recorded dito.
Guys.
Okay, seriously, na-look ba yung ko ato?
Long
Katog
legs.
yung movie kay kanang murag sakit gigay siya sa I don't know, murag sakit kay akong mata, nagtanaw ato kay murag dugay kay siya. Murag slow burn kay siya,
Slow burn.
pero
Yung lang
Grabe,
uneasy imong feeling. Slow burn, uneasy imong feeling the whole time.
and lain kaayo ang ending nga. I thought dili siya ingon ato ka kuan gyud sa supernatural.
But it was.
Pero oh yeah, and then like disturbing naman sometimes go down. I'm sorry, Nicholas.
Guys, kanang dili ni scripted ang brown out.
Brown out yun.
Nag-brown out jud og kalit.
Kana opat ra mi ka buka.
Oh. Nasa na akong dogs actually. Hindi
Okay.
ko mas scared kay.
Naman suga sa gawas.
But
Emergency
they would
light.
say dogs are very sensitive to that stuff. But I don't trust them entirely kay derp dogs. So,
Dili man sa...
ganun.
Sa Yates. Woo!
Pwede sa ta magkuan na po mo gusto istorya. Pwede man to i-end na lang ni segment.
Kanang moro to among thoughts, guys. Di pa to siya coherent tanan.
Not my thoughts, but I don't want to talk about it in the dark. So, no.
Yes, later na lang. Mag-pause ako rumi. Kaya mo need big light. Okay, bye. Pause na dahil.
Okay, so na-burn outan me. Thank you, Nicolas Cage.
Thank you, Becco.
Yeah, thank you, Becco. Like, wala mi naka-read nga na-aday scheduled power interruption.
For 4 hours. Oh, mao to. Gibrown out mi ni injury niya. Hisugot mi brown out, gibrown out yun.
Feel ako, murag. Di na to i-question, but, you know, very timely. I think ang story sa Jude ba, katong kang Andrea. Kuan kay dahil Jude yung githink, no?
Yeah, lagi.
Yeah.
Di man to ma-rule out, Jud. Yan nay possibility. Yan ay something supernatural ato.
Oh, true.
But also, grabe sad yun kayo ang mind maka play og tricks on people with
Mga vulnerable people. So.
Yeah, and I think kanang the situation was made worse kay probably the husband, although he made sure she took her meds, but I think she also needed support in a way nga naging kanang i-keep in mind ang iyang mental state and making sure na she's comfortable, nga wala siya triggers. I think that's also part of, but kanaya na ba, you know your wife is kanang unwell and you leave her alone with the kids. Kunya.
And 5 pa jud ka kids.
Gipunan
Murag,
pa gyud after-
Dabdagan kay siya gunaon-naon.
When she started feeling well, nani okay na siya sa apon, natong usa.
So let's go. Like, diba? I don't know. For me lang, gay, napod siya accountability atong hitabo. For me lang, ha? So,
And ang katasang pag-take care niya siyang father, grabe jud ang kanang caregiver nga kuan.
yeah. And to think
exhaustion.
Alzheimer's.
Yeah,
So that will
grabe
also
jud.
take a toll on you.
Dili lang siya nga kanang atimanon lang nimo. Need pa ka mag murag mind game man gud siya with the person nga naa sad ana. So
Labi na imo ginang own kuan flesh and blood, like imong own father, imong gikuan like nag-grow up kang dili na siya the same person.
True.
Kuan yeah. Like who is this person? Makasad gani labi di na gid sila ka remember nimo. Ana so grabe sad gid to emotionally for her niya.
Think sad ka ba na siya nagpadako ni siya nagbantay nimo nag-grow up. Siya nagbantay nimo ni karon kay ni reverse na ang roles niya, ikaw na pud nagbantay niya.
And then you get to watch them deteriorate. So that would take a toll on you, sad, no? Emotionally. So that sucks. That's a whole kanang sucky situation nga I don't know. Lisod man i-avoid kay mental state man good niya, but
So, muna guys, if you know anyone or ikaw mismo, naka-feel ka nga you are suffering from
postpartum depression.
like and other mental health issues. Yeah, please
get help.
get help bitaw and call the right people.
Yeah, and again, I think naisgutan na nato sa to ang Burning Bridges nga episode before nga. If you're looking for spirituality and stuff, kanang it's nice to lean into faith, but at the same time, di mo good na siya entirely kana lang jud ang answer. So, pwede man siya, but you know, naman sad ko yung mga instances nga kana may na nga problems na fix jud siya with the correct people nga maka-help. And for some sad nasa jud uban nga through faith lang jud nila. But yeah, I think for now like now ba murag pinaka-safe jud is to like imo i-balance asa man ka mo work.
Yeah.
Let's say basig lahi pero di sad lagi ta kay ba oy.
I mean,
You
it's
can have
good.
both.
Yeah, it's good you believe in, you have faith, but it's good to also believe in modern medicine.
Yeah.
It's also because you believe in God. God created people who are good enough to be doctors so they can take care of you, right? Mga nga mindset ba? That was a tough one. That was a really good one.
Actually, very na trauma ko dito sa part nga ihang gi-drown niya, ihang gi-papose.
Yeah.
Like may imagine ako in a movie ba ang scoring nga scene.
yeah.
Like ang cinematography guro scary jud guro kayo tanawon.
And for me, what haunts me is the fact that she's contemplated for a very long time. 2 years, nagplan. A week before, nagplan na siya. The night before, she's like, yeah, tomorrow, we're doing this. I was like, that's scary stuff. You'll never know. So yeah, that's the goods. Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you, Hannah.
Sige, Ange, pakalma.
So, for my Reddit story, this is from the subreddit High Strangeness. From user Mexican Guay 92, which was posted 2 years ago. So, here, my experience with a Mexican healer or shaman. So, medyo naglisod mong kung pangita og mga PH nga stories ba. Feel na ko naara siya, but siguro wala ang keywords nga like Holy Week or folklore, mga faith healing, something. So, kani, nagbasa ko na ganyan, medyo ko, nagkatawa ko sa pag-write manggod ni OP ba. So, here, I just saw a thread about experience with healers, and I always love sharing this story with new friends and colleagues that are into the weird / fringe stuff. It was such a weird memory when I was a child. I feel like I remember details of it because it was pretty traumatic. So, I was born in America, but we lived in Mexico for a couple of years with my grandparents for whatever reason. This was in the early 90s for time comparison. We lived in my dad's home village or town of Tilacolula de Matamoros, which is in the state of Oaxaca. So it's South Mexico. So let's get to the story now. My grandpa had this Rottweiler that was kept chained up in the back where the pigs and turkeys were kept. He kind of acted like a guard to them in case someone came or an animal came and wanted to steal them or kill them. One day, in a series of events, the dog went to attack me and barked at me pretty ferociously. So bad that I was petrified and wouldn't eat or act like myself. I must have been around 4 or 5. My mother grew concerned and spoke to my grandmother about it. After much deliberation, my grandma's solution was to call in a shaman. So, albularyo sila, guys. So, tungod sa ero. So, I'm going to call this woman a shaman because that's the kind of vibe I get when I think about it. Healer, witch doctor doesn't feel right. So, what's the difference sa shaman? What is a shaman day?
I don't know. What? Did you say bells? I think a shaman deals more, because when you say healer, it's more on you, removing my bad energy from you. Which doctor is more on potions, doing stuff. I think shaman is more on energy.
It's like ritual. So mo siguro ako imagine jud kay
energy.
Okay.
Wag na sila enter sila trance state.
Okay. Sige. Ay, na-picture out na ako. So, another detail I remember before the shaman showed up is that my grandma started scaring me throughout the day that they were going to show up by spitting water in my face.
Okay.
Now, that's weird, but I've tried to put 2 and 2 together and came to the conclusion that this was something the shaman wanted done before she got there. It wasn't anything bad. I would just be doing something and my grandma would just come around a corner or something and spit cold water in my face. Wipe it off, give me a hug, and go back to doing whatever she was doing. Actually, lain po nila dito. Kadungog yun ang story here.
Nakakita ko og Tagalog nga
in
horror
ani?
movie. Pero like, it was badly done. I'm sorry.
Na spit water na. Okay.
What's it for?
Pero dili gito siya water, like laway jud to. As in.
Okay. Makagets ko kaya naman tutuan, di ba?
Kananin ana.
Oh, pero I don't know.
The Catherine Bernardo one? With a jar of laway?
Yeah, kana batik ito nga movie, di ba?
Unsa na?
Dude, there was a jar of laway.
Unsa na ang movie?
Ito ka nang...
Katong kanang, pero, so,
Di ka tong pagpag?
I think kana ko na.
Kato sila ni Daniel?
Oh,
Okay, remember na nga scene before.
na-traumatized ko sa jar of laway. I mean, come on.
Luod kayo ito tanan.
Baho ka.
Yeah, very.
Okay.
Alright, shaman time.
Shaman time.
I don't remember visual details that well, but I remember she was an elderly woman. This may just be my brain making false memories, but for the story's sake, visualize the witch from Snow White. Except Mexican.
Bitch movie.
So, muna to Snow White daw, except Mexican.
Okay.
She was robed up and had a sack of stuff around her back. Now, every Mexican household in that area has an altar room, sort of a little worship room with a shrine of the Virgin Mary, Jesus, etc. She put a chair in the middle and I was to sit in it. She closed the door. It was just her and I. So she prepared the room by sprinkling some sort of herbs around me in a ring. It smelled really herby and a little bit like dirt or something of that nature. So she was chanting while she was doing this. She did the whole sage thing as well while walking around the chair chanting. She then put a cup of water with an egg under my chair. She pulled a decently sized clay vase out of her knapsack and started mimicking a dog barking.
Okay. That's weird.
Yeah. She was walking around me barking into the vase, so it sort of echoed inside of it. After some of that, she began chanting my name inside the vase, over and over again. By this time, I had closed my eyes to not see any of this weird ass shit. I mean, I don't know. I would love to see siguro. I don't think akong i-close ako eyes para di ako kita.
Well, feel ko kay makasabaan ko kay makatawa ko, so I will just close my eyes.
Kay matrauma po ba ma-imprint ang katong image.
So,
Man na nag-work ni.
ano to? So, looking back, she was probably attempting to pull me out of whatever emotional shock I was in. I vividly remember myself with my eyes closed and just listening to my name go around and around me. I swear I was in some sort of trance or something. Then I realized she was done chanting my name. Dead quiet. So I opened my eyes and she fucking spit water in my face.
Okay, sakto yun eh. Ew.
Imagine, close na kayo. Pagbata niyo, gitutuan na ka. That shit was scarier than the goddamn dog.
Iguwa sa tubangan ni mo. Sige ni mo.
Yan eh. Ang naka-funny ako, nag-imagine ko ba nga nag-piyong siya niya. Hilom naman. Bukar ko. Here comes the weirdest part. So, she calls in my mom and grandma into the room. She takes the egg inside the cup and cracks it into the cup of water. Okay. I shit you not. Coming out from the yolk was a silky yet defined shape of a dog's head with its mouth open. Oh. Yeah. So along with that were a ton of little air bubbles that made it kind of look like it was boiling. But I believe the shaman said those bubbles contained my fear or something like that. I don't know where I got that part. I may just be making that shit up in my head, but my mom or someone must have told me later. A short time later, I was back to my normal self, so whatever happened in there worked. I don't necessarily remember anything paranormal happening. The whole situation was just very weird to me at the time in my little kid brain. I don't remember the shaman doing or saying anything else than what I've provided. I'm sure the grown-ups did some talking, but I never paid attention to them as a kid. So, Monto siya, thanks for listening, and I hope you liked my personal experience. Peace and love.
I like your personal experience.
I mean, di ba, murag, tinuod jud siya, no?
Shape-shifting egg yolk.
Di ba? For some reason,
Rottweiler pod ka ang no?
lagi sa, if kanang talinis baka iyahang simud or katong flat kay Rottweiler ba?
I mean, would it be racist if like Chihuahua?
Basin kay gamay man mo fit ra siya. Tapos
Hey, Rottweiler man to head, but if Chihuahua to whole body.
shape-shift ang egg.
Lagi sa.
Na air bubbles.
I guess mo na siya ang kanang murag magic.
Yeah, ilang
Ana.
gift, something.
Kay, di ba sa uban mga faith healers or unsa pa na sila kay mugamit man sila egg and then tanawon nila if cursed ba ka or unsa if unsay sulod sa egg no dili ang shape ang sud gyud kay like if like black kay cursed ka if okay ra limpyo ka if red sad ginaagi ko
Dugo ka.
something so yeah.
But what if pagpalit sa egg kay you accidentally bought a really bad egg or na-scam kasi hindi ka?
Nasa
Or
yun
nabasa
na.
po ng itlog mo na nibat ni.
Ay, ano din na, mabasa ang itlog kay Bupati.
Madaot siya? Okay.
Like, kano sa mabasa?
Like ma-soak?
In transport. Joke.
Ay, ha?
I mean, ang egg itself, Jud, ang kanang, ang raw egg, oo.
Let's call a friend.
Clivey? Please confirm.
Dili, di ba? Dili, hugasan man ang itlog before siya isod sa ref. Kanan nila na,
Ini hugasan niya.
okay, dagkan mong iti. Ang kuhan mo na, ang hugasan na mo niya. If mo, ang mo float, kay mo na sila ang mga bad eggs.
Pero ini or dahil makonsume yung eggs.
Yeah, dali ra gid kay perting daghan naman sa mukhaong itlog. We love eggs.
Why do you say it that way?
But,
Mas sigurong nawala na yung ka-trauma sa dog after kay mas na-trauma siya siguro.
Yeah, maragi.
mas nakuratan siya itong nispit sa iyang face ang shaman.
Man na lang wala, dili siya added trauma. Like, oh my gosh, I don't like dogs anymore. Like, I'm scared of dogs and I'm scared of old ladies.
So, mo to siya guys. Ako ang Reddit story nga medyo funny. But, weird, funny nga. Wa ko nahadlok man. Pero, nagkatawa ko nga mas na-traumatize siya sa old woman kaysa sa dog. But at the same time, yan, namdyo mga inana nga. I mean, mutubi dyan kung mga inana faith healers. Kaya namdyo dyan na sila ilang ways, good and all that. Na, I think tungod dyan, kaya na yung mga storya akong auntie before ba nga na dyan siya kaila ka ng mga gitabangan o ka ng mga gipang barang jud. Wow. Yan kanang I remember ko nga kuyog ambot ganun kuyog to siya to before but kasuway daw sila nga na sila gitambalan nga nikalit lang nga na yung mga dagom ng gawas sa iyang legit. Wala makak akong ante. Kita man jud daw siya. Kato ka ante kay close mo to. Yung naadaw ka ng mga naibas kalit manggawas inana ba? Unsa ka explanation?
It was all crazy.
No?
Crazy.
Grabe. Dili sad ka mo ko like di ta kaganahan no mo believe na yun ana pero there is no harm man pod in kuan pod nga ma-cautious lang gid sa imong
True.
yan ana nga possibility.
Scary dyan ng barang-barang. No?
Na ako'y nakastorya. Suko kay siya, sa iya daw ipabarang ang mga blur it out.
No?
Oh, suko kay siya. Weird kay siya na customer kay nakaiingon manguro siya na Lord have mercy, they don't know what they're doing. Unya siya
Customer?
customer magsigisig ingon ana na ako'y ingon niya mo to manguro siya. Yeah, pagkuman kay mo think ka na more godly kay siya pero more blasphemy na gani and then katupod ana siya daghan na baya kay ko gipabarang miss niya asa man jud ka na side
True though.
Lugis so.
weird ko ayo to siya
Okay, that's messed up. Nakoy
last week ra to
Wow ba?
yeah
Unsa man yung giadto pod sa inyo? Like reklamo siya about stuff. Hindi pa barang kay
okay dugay ko no kaayo
petty kay siya
Kaya
nga.
kasi maglagot masad gid ko sa pero di mo umabot sa point nga I mean, employees man mo dili man kamo ang tag-iya. Ang tag-iya tingali. Ay sorry, dili bitaw. Dili ha, okay ra ni siya.
Hindi ko na weird na manguro siya na Lord have mercy for they don't know what they're doing. Na ba yan na part sa scripture na mag-iya gamito na ha?
Which is kuan
Si Jesus man.
to Jesus, and it was Holy Week when he was about to die.
Yeah.
Yo, timely. But that's messed up. And pretty much tabangon nga, yes, ma'am, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know why I'm still here.
Bitaw niya na ato siya request niya more dili gani pwede mo to nananghid ko ako ay sa akong kanang 10 year ba ko okay ra sir kay mahadlok na po niya.
Madlo ko'y pabarang sir.
Oh, niwata siya sige na lang kay customer courtesy.
What?
Yeah,
Crazy. Okay, so I can use it as a tactic. Adto ko mga
pero ako sige mind na kausara ni siya ha, sa sunod dili na pwede.
Oh, true though.
Basta di ako naka-handle niya pag request niya and then kato na resolve sa ako na pod so kaduha ko naka-handle niya. Kaduha sa jud siya nag cross.
If naa na lang siya, sud na siya. Pag CR na yun, para lain na makahandle.
Sayap sa jud to na ako.
Oops, that's my cue.
So na naghatag lang og someone else.
Excuse me. Malibang sa ako.
So, napugoy nga na nakitaan sa Reddit ba nga. Pero sa gawas to nga, naa siya co-worker. O niya, silang duha marag for promotion. O niya, kato nga si co-worker, ga-flirt sa boss. O niya, man ni gana, dili man siya na-promote. So, nasoko siya. Nga iya ko ng geekers. Yeah, I'm gonna curse you. Yun na siya mga weird stuff ang gipang buhat. Oh. Kahit si dili siyang na-promote. So, kuyawatan ni mga petty people. If naiingon ana nga connections.
Actually, naa sa tay kaila nga gi kasuyaan kay tungod siya ang number 1 sa ilang class. Ana, nya number 1 unta to ang kuan if wala lang gito ang manghod. Ni duol man dito ni creepy man kaya ningo siya nga. Wala naglayan ni mutiyan. Galit lang ingon og
Hoy.
Basta grabe ka to siya nga kuan classmate niya kay competitive gid kayo to the point nga ni kuan gid siya nga kanang ganahan gid siya barangon gid si kuan.
Kakalaloy.
You know, weirdly daghan kayo og kuan cultures nga asin important kaayo. Oh, so like it could help na kanang butang asin diha like di ba kanang like para ko og bad luck kay mo throw kag asin, you could do that. Pero mas may mo duol kag someone nga nagan experience ang ninana. But wala raman daw ni work kay wala man siya na nakabuhat og anything pero kapila siya naka gi-ask og mga random questions nga
Sa mom pag yun.
ha?
Sa mom?
Sa class.
Sa classmate.
Classmate.
Mom.
Kasi mom, huwag mo na mention ng
Yeah,
mom.
okay, I'm sorry.
Stacy's mom.
Naglisan ka na ako.
Ako.
Stop sa
Sa'yo
akong
pa
head.
mo drive. Pero lagi, kanang kapila siya gi-ask og mga ninana nga questions gani nga pagsugod kay wala pa magid siya kanang murag unsa ka niya gimin and then mura naman siya na scared gani kay ano ninani naman ang kuan ninani naman ang iyang questions nga murag concerning na kayo niya uto naka-conclude siya nga murag gibarang siya but wala ni work anything and pero ang kuan ba na if like ang storya ba kay if mangbarang ka mas grabe sa ang balik sa imuha nga yeah so ay na lang
Lagi ayaw na lang jud mo guys.
yeah
Pero feel ako na di uban ba nga grabe magdumot no. Nay uban nga bisag dili ipabarang tungod sa ilang dumot lang daan.
Sa pag-curse.
Yeah, true.
That's tough. When mo wish ill sila sa person and then I don't know if you manifest it enough. Like they say, no words are powerful.
Mo na nga ayaw jud mo ka nang diha og biya og words, buhi og mga words nga like especially kung suko ka and like against someone and like very ill gani kaayo nga kay pwedeng ko siya sabayan sa yawa good dahil makadungog ng yawa mo na ilang isulti.
Matukan, unta ka. Matikin po, unta.
Mag-think ka ba nga very harmless ra siya nga kanang murag expression istorya lang ko to pero di mo ka sure.
If not to siya sa hagdan, natakil po.
What if kuhaan siya na kanang tangaan siya.
well I guess basig ni nana ang nitabo na ko tuban times kahapit ngay ko man dead skid dito sa kuan sa CIT sa landing. Okay, kaya
From
pila
dito
no ko
CIT.
nakamiss. Di kay ay bitan na.
Mga CE niya mga IT mo kadiwa.
Kompleto tanan building.
Actually lang. Oh my god, blurry jud akong college years.
Ako
Makalimot
high
ko.
school na blurry no po.
Ginagkag ka ng mga photos o video evidence.
Kind traumatic videos.
Kaya namin mga nahipos.
Ano po si Nea na si Hannah Jude ang pinakakiat. Yung ko, ha? Kiat ko.
Yes, actually
yes.
lang. Actually lang.
Story time.
Okay, go.
Birthday na ko.
Oh my gosh.
Birthday na
Diba
ko.
ko, ano, I saw
Unya.
this guys.
Nag-adto tawag dagat. Ano to tag dagat?
Argo.
Argao. Birthday na ako sa Argao.
Ay!
Natatag dagat. Everyone got on the katong something L3. Hannah was like, pwede ko mag-bike pa dong sa dagat. So, nag-bike siya. Ako gasunod ng motor.
Napataingon na mo angkas. Yes. Oh, angkas niya. Ako kay di mo ko kay ba mo angkas. Like, okay.
Oh, pero angkas lang.
Pero na-jud siya ang kas ato.
At the beginning,
at the
mo to kay mo ana man mo to gipasakay na lang.
Oh. I think sa ako to na ibalhin eh. Angkas sa motor. I don't remember. Yeah. But, to. Nya, nagsilpon. Nagkuhan. Kaya, So, pag liko na lang mo sa skin na, wala na.
Paghangad.
ang nadunggan ako, kagubot na, taysa, ang paglingi. Wala na si Hannah, yan yung gipatira ng tricycle. And her entire foot got stuck.
Inside the wheel.
And this was fourth year high school pa mi.
Yes.
Muna ang first nga murag out of town nga laag na mo ata. Oo.
Muna wala ako gisugtan mga laag.
Ya pagkahuman, ana na siya nga, sige, maligo tag dagat. Wala na, niyang manghod gahilat na, ate, Hannah, muli na ta.
Di, ani happen man sa daato kay after ko ni Kuan, ninuol na ang mga tao. Duwa man siya, bike na ko. Pwede na din ako mamove ako hotel. Kay kinina scar ay, kay dinhini sulod ang, kay
Kanang murag
ang,
ana sa ligid.
okay, ang katong tricycle, kita na siya na ako, so ni brake siya niya. Mo to ako kay dili ko ma-shoot ato niya. Ako patiran kay ato ko sa opposite way. Pero ako napatiran kay ang ligid man, ang sud man sa ligid. Niya naka-brake na to siya, pero since maupay pag-brake niya, nakatuyo pagamay. Sumoto ni anam og kasud akong tiil. So imagine if wala to siya nakakita nako, nasud na to akong tiil niya. Wala.
Mahanabakol na ka.
Yeah. Dinito,
Yeah, that would have twisted her entire
If I remember correctly, kay gatgangisi paghapon siya.
Ligo pa siya dagat.
Di ba?
Kung pa magunaon nagligog dagat, pag-abot sa dagat, guys, mga ligo na ta, guys. Kaya kami kinag-worry na, mi ba?
Yan, na-open wound ba niya? Naibas ang dagat. Okay, mag-suck lang.
Ana pa siya nga, makaayo man ang dagat. Itatapok na siyang open wound.
Gatingsi siya guys, nga na siya samad sa tiil.
December pa dyan to. So, ang mama ni Nia, kay nangatumig mga hospital, nag-Christmas party. Walay emergency.
Unsa tunay tabuon na ka ni uli man mo aton day no.
Ambot yan sa
Naman to'y half sa visitors nga dili mag-overnight. Yeah, the other half mag-overnight. Yan siya mag-overnight. Diyan mo to nihilak na ang manghod. Kay mo uli lagi ta, ate.
ang role pa dyan ato ni Shine na Shine, bantay imo ate.
Oh.
Siya ang bantayan. Ang ate ang bantayan.
Ano, dili ka kayat.
Niya mo to sa school, pila ko ka weeks or naabot dyan to og months na mag-slippers ra ko kay.
Oh yeah, I remember.
So, yeah, that's Hannah for you.
Natingali blurry kay natingali mong memories si mong foot.
Traumatic siya.
Namalimtan.
But yes, si Hannah is very cute.
Ay, magpailad sa iyahang ka ng demure kay nga voice. It's a lie.
Actually lang, ako ni siya i-remind kay naman may mga copy sa high school pa na mga videos. Amo niya to i-send. Para makakita siya.
Muna, ako gi-deactivate ang ako ang kapila no ko nag-deactivate og Facebook ay katong kung high school na Facebook wala na to din ako kalimot ako sa password nagima jud kog bago pag college. Pero ako na patagitang muna. Messenger na lang nabili ni ron. Kay kato na ano yung mga memories. na dapat
Actually, mo nang wala jud siya ga Facebook kay hadlok siya machatan sa mga tao. Kanang Hana taga man ka di ba? Pwede ipa-check nga nung wala may
So
Mao jud na.
instead na moingon sila na snob man sana di sila mo reply di sila makachat.
Oh my gosh, diba tips? Okay, nana ni sa akuan. Para sa promos tips. Actually, natay other classmate nga same kakiat ang energy ba? As you. Shout out sa to ang chairman.
Chairman.
Teacher na.
Demure na kaya mong chairman. Actually lang. I saw something black flying. So, pag high school mongod guys, kada room, ang USJR ato kay kanang lahi-lahi man ang girls ug boys. So, sa kada room na chairman. So, murag pina-president and all. Among chairman, timingan lang sa jud me.
Leader.
Oh, may leader sa kabuang, sa kiat. Pero di man ta nakabadlongon guro sa section.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Remember that time ipang kasabang ta kay nagpahid-pahid tag ice cream?
Gisa kami ni Ma'am David kay hugaw kay mong uniform. Pero gikasab-an mi kay nganong nagugaw-hugaw mi sa uniform. Dili nga nganong gahalabay-labay mig ice cream ug cake. Niya pagkataon-taon ni katawar sa siya kay hugaw kay mi. Kaya siya, ang mga mulaba na inyong uniform saan na lang mo. Niya mo mga naong kay ana niya, na mga cake din rin, ice cream, ni cake.
I think we have pictures.
Na may pictures, pictures here.
Bago na tagikuan sa group chat na to, no?
Yeah, we had a class pet. Sa katong
Meow.
Si Jaguar.
Jaguar Kankan.
Kay Olkan man na mo ang
Di ba
section.
pag third year man na? Or fourth year na?
Third.
Ay, third.
Nato siya Facebook account actually.
Yes.
Birthday.
Gihimuan pa tala ko og yarn na toy. Ang katong cabinet for cleaning stuff kay dito ang
iyang stuff.
Oo. Ako gikasaban kay nganong nagdapod kog iri.
And that's not the first time gikasaban ta niya. Kinatay katong classmate niya tong gisuon-suon. Nya pagtawag ni raise man siya siyang hand. Pagbarog di barog pud tang duha.
Kinsa to yung gisunod-sunod.
Kumusta?
Muna kailangan jud ang yearbook. Kay kalimot ako sa pangan. Wala pa ko'y Facebook. Wala pa ko'y reference.
Left-handed so tanan niyang gibuhat amang gisuon. O niya left-handed man siya. So nag-notes me with our left hand.
Mga bully kay mga piste.
Pagbarog, ipanindigan na mo. Okay, answer. Pagbarog niya, barog biga feel lagot kasi kantonis. Putan do siya nga kanang di lagi tra troublemaker. Kita lang troublemaker.
Samok lang jud. Sige, to nag-start din ako ka-remember.
I don't know, basta niyo. She didn't even do anything. Nagsunsoon.
Wala lang jud feel ako boring ang
Feel
subject.
na ako.
Feel ni mo undiagnosed.
Well.
Undiagnosed but something's not right.
Muna ang kuwan, sa ka-joke na mo sa balay na mo itawag na ko kay undiagnosed, Jude. Nga mo na if makainumdum ko sa high school,
That makes sense.
Kani nga time katuning alphabetical ang arrangement kay Albutra Bantilan. Dili pa ni.
Tupad ang tami.
Oo, Albutra Alfafara man di ay.
I think based dito sa mga buotan. Ang mga hilumon naman sa luyo.
I feel na ko nakainomdom mangud ko before nga by order ta sa family name but if nay magtapad nga i-switch
Or basin. Ay, B man.
Ang
Luyo
tupad
siya.
ako si Lani, si Janeline man.
Luyo
Nang gusto nga nila.
Masin by height.
ah
One more thing. Do you remember? PE class. Gibalhin ka ni Ma'am Katipunan kay magkiatra tang duha permi kay katupong man ta sa lahin. Gibalhin ka sa luyo.
Say, daga na kay kuno limton. Feel ako.
ina na sila kakiat jud.
Pero nako, ang high school jud ang best time sa kong life. Merg mo ang peak sa kong life. Kaluoy
Ako
ba?
sad.
Pero kanang dili ka makahinumdum.
Actually same.
Mo na need ka friends para mo remind
And
mo.
we have evidence.
Yes. We have evidence. Sige lang. Hatagan na to sa group chat og videos and all.
Pero wala sad kay pictures pagka high school kay mo tago jud ko sa camera.
Ganahan ka? Tanaw na to. Bisa
Daghan kang pictures, actually.
Naaman.
Smile?
Oo, as in, smiley, magigay ka.
Dear siguro. I don't know.
Lahat ng video katong ngit-ngit niya naganaan na.
Ay, nay, daghan. Oy, pa-say niya to na ko.
Mo day kailangan og Facebook no kay para maka-recall.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Nay,
If
memories.
mo na-i-pause na part sa mong life niya, mo jump ka ani, try ka og recall. Say, I don't remember.
You don't remember. Yeah. That's true. But kami ni Andre, daghan may gipang keep na evidence sa na nga mga pictures.
Kami, actually, guys, pag high school, kami ni Naya, na dyan may mga kamera. Kinsa pa si Kristen, si Kate, sad. So, na dyan mga videos, pictures ba niya. Naalay ka tong mga daan na dyan kayo nga videos, nga potato quality, pag gani kayo, napa na mo ang copy. Uy, kay ako to na-remember, na ato sa, naka-file somewhere ba niya, akong ibalin sa ako ang laptop. Nya, taod-taod to nga wala na okayan, kay naguba akong laptop niya, akong ibuhat, kay ako manggi utingkay ang storage, ang hard drive ato. Di ang hard drive, nakita na ko tanan files dito. Na dito, ang mga ako gibuhat nga presentation, mga 18th birthday. Na dito.
Best in montage ba?
Kami tigbuhat video. Kanang naay magdibo. Kami tigbuhat sa gift, scrapbook, picture, pilit-pilit. Mo, correct.
Dude, ato ang LGBT notebook.
Yeah. Napa sa bali actually. Oh,
We had a notebook.
that on yata na ko. Pohon.
Signing.
Yes.
We had a notebook.
Yeah. Na ako yung notebook pag high school, nga naa pa karon nga na dito suwat anything lang jud nga mong hinumduman back then. Di siya burn book but like
Dumb book.
mga suwat-suwat lang na hello kani nga time.
My name is...
Napay TikTok to.
Nagkangitog pages and pages of TikTok.
Mama, ako niya tong dalhon.
Nato one time imo to siyang gidala as adults, as working adults. Dili suwat nagbalik. So it's good to revisit that.
Oh my god, ato tong dadon niya tong pasuwaton ang atong guests.
I love that. I love that.
Okay.
Nabuto
Balayo
sa
kay Ming Nabtan. Pero ang summary, kay kiat jud si Hana pag high school.
proving up.
Pero kiat sad ni siya.
Yes.
Kani sila, mas classmate ni sila sa pagkakita ko, di mo kay ko kiat jud sa una.
Pero kusog kay kamo
Pero
katawa.
kusog kay kong tingog. Mo na ang
Yes.
pirmi na ko masabaan. Pirmi ko kasabaan kay
Sila ni Cheska.
kusog kay mig katawa.
Tawa sa usa. Shout out Marbs.
Hindi pa kasi sila tupad, no?
Pero magsunod may barba, barakil ba ya? So if Actually guys, ubay-ubay mi nga magsunod sa alphabetical. Albutra, niya napato si Barcelo usa.
Shout out Marcelo.
Muna siya guys. And kaya nung ko among group kay kanang muna basta kami na group niya kinsay mo buhat sa bulletin board.
Oh yeah.
Eh ni kami na mo buhat sa bulletin board. Malasit yan mi sa eskwelahan. Oh.
Dude, you remember what you did? Gito nagbutang kag fish sa altar.
Agi ka nang gidagat-dagat, agi underwater ang theme. Sa altar niya na ay fish. O niya nag-sunbreak. So pagbalik, nakaayo ang altar.
I remember that.
Gold or...
Dili ka nang, unsa ganina, lahi-lahi ang color silang tail.
Kanang beta?
Dili to siya mahalon nga fish.
Oo, pero naman may altar sa, ay naami altar, naami aquarium sa una na dako. Guppies.
Guppies.
Guppies na colorful og tail. So, naay ka ng marag mayonnaise na jar, basta recycled
Mayonnaise,
to
correct.
siya. Naay fish, and then naay floating candle. Kaya kaigdag ko char ka ay.
Oo, na fish. But, nag-break.
Nga nang gibiyaan ni mo pag break no.
We had so many pets.
Ato baho kaayo niya. Ako pa din naglimti. Ato baho kaayo ang mga jar.
Kapuni. Inana amang story pag high school guys.
Abot lang wala niingon ako na dado ng fish. I feel like it's not entirely on me. Kay pila man ta 41 takaduot sa class.
What sino ka remind me sa kita?
Oo. Or ang advisor man lang, Hana, idali imong fish.
Gi-blame ka ma'am yun dyan. Gano'n daw wala ni magipadang isda.
Yeah, narigid to promise.
Muna to siya. Sige, time for Nea.
Alright, so, manam tagkata-katawa. I'm just gonna talk about some scary stuff. Anyway, so, magkansa ka, mag-chika sa ako. Kay last, kano sa ato bro? This week lang to. Last Wednesday? Tuesday, Wednesday?
April 9?
April 9 to.
Wednesday.
So, ni-watch me, nag-meeting round tami ato. Kay magsabot kay, nalagi guest. Sus, kadiha. Kanang hisgot na to. Hisgot pa ka to nga wrong ako ang gihisgot nga movie niya. Mo to, itong movie, Quaresma. Sus, kadiha. Ato kang tan-aon. Sige, sunod na lang. Next thing you know, nag-share screen na si Anjeri. Nag-play na ang movie.
Funny kayo. Nagsabot may mga 10 kapin, 10:30. Magsabot ta ka jud Renes, magsabot ta kay mag-deep brief ta sa atong guesting with Bianca, unsa atong improve na unsay sabot ta sa next episode. Hala, sunod kay ano tanaw tag movie ko nga. Oras unsi pa man pwede inig out lang nako. Hindi na out. Ang alas 12 di tanawig movie mga alas 2 human. Wa pa jud mi na human. Nagtapi pa mi adto alas 4.
Hantod, nakatog ko. O gikik ko sa GC.
Gikik sa server sa Discord.
Gunin yung mga tug.
Hindi may mga to.
Namay try.
Actually, night shift mo good may duha. Yang kani usa di mo ni matog.
Never sleeps. 24/7 awake.
Yeah.
Kanang no.
So, wato na nanamig Quaresma yan. Naka-realize me nga, wow, kanang related mo ni sa to ang next topic. So, we were pushing for this to be included. So
ako na nang wala kayo ba sa story.
wala ka ba sa story? Oh. But this is not Quaresma, but we're gonna talk about it later. I just want to talk about, in general, faith and fear. How, even in Hannah's story, for some reason, nagijay link.
Yeah.
Yeah, scary stuff and faith. So, it's no coincidence that so many horror stories or horror movies are rooted in religion. No, think about it. The idea of demons, possession, miracles, divine punishment, it's all built into the belief system. And for centuries, people have been terrified not just of hell, but what walks the earth in its name. I mean, the supernatural stuff. So, Holy Week in particular is a spiritually charged time. Ganun ang gunit na. Binog ng gunit.
Pagutan na, kisa mo ginakuyawan ang nagstorya.
Hindi pa kanya horror nga part. So, in some places, Holy Week, and I guess, ka-relate sa siguro mo ano yun, people avoid laughing on Good Friday. Mirrors are covered. There are even tales of the dead rising or slipping through the veil when the line between mortal and divine feels thinnest. Because that's what they say. I mean, if Roman Catholic, that's Holy Week, not necessarily Halloween, right? Yeah. For us. Kaya ba, ay paglag ka namatay ang Ginoo mo. Isulti.
Yeah, true.
True.
Oh, but, I mean, come on, he's risen. Memory naman lang na nga namatay siya. Huwag siya nagbalik-balik kung kamatay sa tinuod lang. Bituso! So, in Filipino provinces, there are chilling stories tied to Holy Week. One involves, this is a sample story, one involves a boy who ignored the no bathing on Good Friday rule. Some people have that, but sa dagat or di ba laglaag ako kaya avoid yung laglaag
Sa
may
bantayan, dili pwede maligo.
oh
Kaya namatay ang
Kaya namatay ang Ginoo.
Wala maligo sa balon.
so kanang no bathing on Good Friday. What happened, wala ni patoo, he drowned in shallow water.
So naligo.
Naligo gid siya dagat gid
Sa CR.
nalubos baldi sa kabong.
Ay, ano. Ni down gani na CR.
Huh? Oh, yo. Abinug. Anyway, and the villagers, because namatay siya in shallow waters, believe that it was a curse. And, in provinces especially, medyo kuan yun ang mga totoo. Others speak of black-robed spirits roaming near churches during the dead hours.
I mean, at least they're robed.
Right? They have the decency.
Yeah.
And then when we talk about dead hours, it's usually from noon to 3 p.m. when Christ was believed to have died on the cross. In Latin America, Mexico, si Andrew, there's a legend of La Llorona, the weeping woman. I think you guys are familiar with this. Okay. So some say she's especially active during Holy Week, wailing at night, seeking children to replace the ones she drowned. Wow, there's a theme. We got a theme today. In rural Italy, it's said that if you hear the church bells ring at midnight on Good Friday but no one is there, it's a death omen. So, daghan jud ganang mga, I think, superstition na gid siya na like not di good na siya related jud gid sa Holy Week good, pero people love to create stories. So this time, let's talk about the pop culture side of things. So now, let's talk about film. Ooh, and we're gonna get closer to Quaresma. There are so many horror classics that draw directly from religious fear, such as The Exorcist, itong OG, itong TikTok yung ulo. The Nun, The Conjuring, right? A lot of them rooted in Catholicism. Even the viral horror story short, Thy Kingdom Come, which I haven't seen yet. I might want to watch that. Which you can find online. It uses scripture as a weapon and a curse. There's also Netflix, Midnight Mass, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Katiwas murag usap.
But mas marami siya vampires.
Vampire, but in a way,
Horror. Katong church ba ya?
Yeah.
Katong
Catholic.
priest, yeah.
yeah, kaya ang priest na vampire siya.
Ang title, Midnight Mass.
So, Midnight Mass took this even further. It asked what happens when faith blinds people to evil. Because if you remember the story, the priest was a vampire. And people were kanang murag ang katumangod nga island kay murag super religious kay sila. O nga murag mo kareng dili na sila mag-think nga, oh, this is wrong. But instead they're thinking, oh, you're the priest, we believe you, this is religious, this is holy. To a point nga it ended in pandemonium. If you've seen Midnight Mass, you know how it ended. Di na lang ako yung spoil. In the series, a small town, again, believes that a vampire is an angel. Kailangan priest, tiguang na baya ito niya.
Yung wings.
Naman siya wings. Yan, nabata siya galit. So, and mass becomes a literal blood ritual. So it's creepy, but it's brilliant. It's a brilliant commentary on devotion gone wrong, which is sometimes the case. I mean, come on. It's especially we're in a very Catholic country.
I mean, it's a tale as old as time naman good. Diba?
True.
About sacrifice. And human sacrifice. Naman ganit sa kuan.
True. So again, it depends on how literally or maybe how impressionable people become. So there's even that movie, The Pope's Exorcist with Russell Crowe. I love that movie.
Fun bito tong movie. Fun tong movie.
Diba? Mura siya horror adventure nga vibe. And it leaned into the idea that ancient demons are still lurking beneath the Vatican. These stories scare us because they play on something primal, our belief that good and evil are real forces. Like Star Wars, the dark side. Anyway, that's something divine is watching, but so is something darker. So that's a usual kuan sa kanang religion. So here's the question I want to throw you. Why do we find horror more terrifying when it's tied to religion?
Maybe because it kind of feels so real gani. Compared sa if like more ordinary lang siya nga kuan. Kay if you believe gani if you believe in God, kay mo believe sa Diyo ka nga na ay
Hell is real.
yeah, and then na isang
Nasa
one
na sila.
opposite.
Yeah. True.
Kay di ba ang kuan di ba gihatagan tag free will, but also sa ato ang atong actions and atong everything we do on earth kay nasa gyud consequences, and then asa man after so magbelieve gyud ka nga naagi someone else mo kuha nato if di
Pulling you on the dark side.
yeah.
Darth Vader.
So it's scary kay it feels real.
Oh, true. And it's something that's repeated as you go from since childhood, especially if you grew up religious or if you grew up hearing those types of stories and kanang mga scriptures and stuff. So comes the movie that we watched, Quaresma. Do you want us to like give you the whole thing?
Hindi masad ko mo watch.
Hindi summary na lang.
Summary na lang. So, I don't think I'm gonna explain this as much as good as you guys did because I sucked at when I watched the movie. I was so confused. I was so confused. Oh, sige sila ask og kanang questions nga they thought were leading questions nga. Asa man ang kuan be? I was like, gikuan.
Naigipang say ang mga characters and then nag-ask me, so kasabot na ka ngano mo to ni tabo. I think so, pero I don't know.
Ikaw kang ano. Kaya nag-idlip-idlip man.
Anyway, so ang story ato kay my dude, right? College dude. Let's just say college dude. Kanang he found out that his twin sister died. So, uli siya sa ilahang home where his parents are to bury his sister. And then let's just say weird shit happened. Like he haunt siya, like crazy haunt and messed up stuff was going on, like
And dili ra yung sister ang gahan.
yeah, there were other things. At first came kang sister amon to niya no katong sa bed.
At first yung sister ato, and then marag a little kid.
A little kid, the
But
little
then
girl. Yeah.
Also,
Ay, ako ang gigas atong little girl, siya ra to. Gihunt siya sa iyang
Sister.
child
but
self.
noon naaman sad good to yung kuan. Bitaw no.
That makes sense now.
Kay
I
katong
hate it.
pag-adto niya atong room,
Ay, okay, ilam nito.
iya man to. Oh,
Siya man.
siya to.
Iya
Di
to
ba niya,
itself.
na-pictures nila dito.
Or could it be iha tong sister nga younger
I mean, they were twins.
Oh, maybe sa no,
Yeah,
kuan
I
to,
don't know.
Either
death
or.
to sa iyahang old self.
Yeah, could be that. I think I like that
Mo
narrative.
ako ang githink at
I actually like that narrative better. It makes more
but
sense.
it makes sense po if like a child lang from that katong orphanage na
Okay, daghan
Time.
man good kay kids po.
Yeah.
I mean,
But no, I
daghan
like
gyud kay
the narrative
ghosts.
ng young old self because at the end of it, sa plot twist man gud niya, if that was the death of his child self, then it would make so much sense. Because he wouldn't even recognize that kid.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Right, so I like that narrative better. Anyway, so mo to gihunt siya and things got kaning grabe na kayo ang huntings nga things got physical. Like
Drag na siya.
it dragged na siya.
And this is like the first part pagid sa movie. So nina nakagrabe.
It was scary and it was a really good movie. The cinematography and an to and and then you would see as the movie progresses nga mom very submissive sa dad soup's asshole. If magpost to siya sa Reddit, am I the asshole? Yes, you are the asshole. Like, kanang, basically a mean guy. Nga, and I think yung mom kay doctor na to, no? Yaharang,
It described na to ayang dad.
sige go.
Sexist,
Misogynist.
narcissist, controlling, and like kanang basta
Sad boy, manipulative sad boy.
also kanang
Violent.
leader sa toxic patriarchy, you know.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah,
Siya
very
basically
violent.
kanang pinakastila. Traditional nga mindset ba?
So isa ka
But misogynist.
Isa ka thing nga iyang gise is ingon siya, dili siya blessed nga yeah, wala siya good fortune nga na anak nga lalaki. That kind of guy.
And I didn't even get it at that point. I was like, what? What?
Yeah, kay ang main character is a guy.
He's a guy. The main character. And then dad says, I'm not blessed. I was like, what? Is he gay? Is he secretly gay?
Yeah.
Is
Naman to yung scene nga ni mata siya. Gikan siya gihunt. Gikan siya gikuan to iyang wrist, di ba?
Gi-whip.
Gikan gi-whip iyang wrist. And then pag mata niya, iyang kitanaw, murag siya real iyang feeling no, and then kita niya ang bed sheets.
There was so much blood.
Ana. So, na mo to, nag-ask mi ni Nea, if kasabot siya to, kaya asa man ang part sa blood na aman dito sa may butt na area. So, ga-ask mi niya, yes, gidugo
You
siya.
guessed it. You haven't even watched it and you guessed it. And then
Guy siya. Nagidugo siya.
Gidagan niya sa iyang mom, gidagan niya sa gawas para iya labhan. Gipardi mo kita siyang papa. And then, iyang mom ang nikuan nga, ako na lang, anak, ako na lang manglaba. Anak, niya, kanang siya ni naligo and then nihawa sa balay ang iyang dad kay nakikstorya sa iyang mom. Yung mo to na disappointed gani nga giilad-ilad ra siya. Iyang feeling giilad ra siya kay wa gyud siya na blessed with a son.
yeah, and he was mad, like
Kay
legit
di siya ganahan og
questioning God because wag siya itagag son, like that level of toxic masculinity,
and then
misogyny.
nag-speak siya other languages.
Yo, and yeah, at certain points sa movie, can speak siya all sorts of.
I-post. Ano siya yung gisulti? Nag-German siya? Nag-German siya, nag-Japanese siya. Japanese na siya.
Subtitles nga English but wala yung subtitle nga kung unsa na siya nga language.
Unsa na nga language.
Yeah,
wala.
wala ni
But ato na tong gimao-mao kay, it's distinct. It sounds.
9.
Nine. I was like,
German na na.
na Japanese, na kuan.
it was like, kato sa dog, no? Mo ba to?
Ang dog, iyang gi.
Ito gi German.
Iyang gi, nahimo ba itong something, ano sad ang dog? Nayawaan po ang dog.
Di kay iya mo tong gipatay na.
Yeah.
Mo lagi na isa ka sad thing sa horror movies kay look.
Animal cruelty. Yeah, but it's confusing because you can't tell, okay, what's the real demon. Because I got confused because there were a lot of demonic stuff going on. But then I was like, for sure, the dad is a bad guy here. What's his connection? So, boom, to the last part. Spoiler alert. If I'm okay, do watch, but this is a spoiler alert. Turns out, college dude was a girl. So they were, sa taga ng twin girls.
Twin girls sila.
something twins. Anyway, twins. And then the dad wanted a male son. I mean a son, right? And abot sa point kay kulatado sila pero may silahang iyang twin sister. Abot sa point nga naglago siya init ang gicut yung hair and then he acted kanang like a boy. Natomboy siya basically. Di kid pa man siya. So dili pa kayo siya prominent.
Pila pa di edad ni nila.
Like yung when it's
7 or 8
what
There's a movie.
pag start niya pag flashback pag start niya act as a boy and hitabo mo to when he acted as a boy dad was nicer to her and the horrible part lang kay dad was nicer to her but patabangon siya kulata and it's not just normal kulata ha. It's like strap you on a chair electrocute you and beat you up with chakorno brass knuckles.
I mean, think of prisoners of war,
POW vibes.
katong concentration camps.
Yeah, that's it. Because he had a room. Dad had a torture room. Crazy.
Yang mom.
Submissive. Anya, dito ra siya naka-realize, sa ending part na, nga, dude, you shouldn't be doing that. I don't know. Anyway, so, Moto, turns out, girlish siya the entire time. And dad is giving Amityville vibes. If you're familiar, because Amityville. Nga, the house is haunted, and kanang, ang guy kay murag na feed ginyag mayo ang bad spirits ito. I mean, it was latching onto him, which made him so much worse. Mao na to nga part niya mag-speak na siya other languages. So he was low-key possessed, very Amityville, right? And the scariest part was the last part when they were trying to exorcise him by doing push-ups. Exercise him. So yeah, and then it turned out he was possessed, and there's just a lot of bad stuff happening sa mga guys nga nipatpuyo dito, and so much trauma has happened to that house. Kanang natin mga Japanese guys who raped and killed women there. It was an orphanage where children were neglected, and eventually they got killed or murdered or something like that. And the previous family, the patriarch killed the entire family. So yeah, a lot of bad stuff happened, and murag moto na they demon ni Donya possess siya, and there was just a really horrific conversation between the demon and the faith healer shaman lady. I think that's more of a shaman, no, than a faith healer, because she wasn't healing anyone. She was shamaning stuff. Yeah, and he said na he is like that he's a demon that feeds off the worst stuff on this earth. The demon of what's the relation?
40 days of Lent. The demon nga nag-roam in times of 40 days of Lent. Mo ba to?
Kana kay murag, I mean, I guess that's the belief or the superstition nga when we commemorate the Lent and the death of Christ, it also signifies at that time it's when the devil's like, oh yeah, Son of God is dead, so we're like, woo, we're broken up. I think that's
and he sounds like that, you know.
a gym dude. He sounds like a jock. Woo. So yeah, and Moto, and he just feeds off the bad stuff. And ang dad manggod, even before moving in sa house, he was already a bad man.
Taon na sila taon na daan mga anak ato before sila ni move in.
I don't remember.
Most probably. You said
No,
wala,
no, I don't think wala na siya
But
i-explain.
na family before Manila, and di man to ilahang like di man sila direct descendants sa to nila.
Yeah. So and I don't know, that just made so much sense about getting the evils in society, and if wala jud kay will to change, if you're a bad person, there are gonna be bad things that will latch onto you, and it's gonna make the situation so much worse. I'm just really downplaying this because it's very scary. So
actually, ang katong part nga nag sa end na nga part ba nga na natong shaman scary. Ngayon ang nagdamang god sa papa ato kasi John Arcelia.
Akong
Yeah, angayan kay siya. Like, galingkod ra sila niya. Gasturya ra sila.
It was a conversation.
Grabe, best actor. Grabe.
Niya movie?
Yes. And di ka mag-think nga Pinoy kay like sa first part no kay wow, mura siya kanang something na dili ang usual nga Pinoy gyud na.
Ang cinematography said,
Yeah, ang color grading.
ang color grading, and like, dark kayo. 2019.
Ang kuan, ang scoring, grabe. Dut kayo ka kanang
So eerie. And kato, the last part, there were a lot of jump scares, but katong last part, the conversation between, basically it was already the demon and the shaman. That was the scariest stuff. I'm not gonna spoil it that much, but
Anyway, so mo to siya guys, ang Quaresma. Ang na-amaze na ko dito no kay ang the way the mind works ba for the bida. Kay girl ba siya?
Hindi, unsa niya ihang dugo every month.
Loophole. Muna siyang loophole.
Or maybe sa ka-stress niya.
But
wala
like,
siya gidugo.
probably said, I don't know.
or maybe because of all that trauma, and you know how sometimes the mind just makes you forget things. Maybe he came up with an explanation. What is this? You know, he will not see it as a monthly cycle, but as something else.
yeah.
Amazing ba nga na-convince niya iyang self nga mauna. Gabi jud ang mabuhat sa trauma.
What siya ka remember? What siya ka remember nga girl siya like what siya nagtuog nagkita niya yung old self na nagud siya kanang kita ko bata kinsa man ni anak ni sa akong manghod ay sa akong twin. Oh. Na niya ask mo to siya if na ay anak ang iyahang twin. Mo siya ka recognize yung old self. Super scary. I just really downplayed it because maka-trauma ang kahadlok sa last part. Not even the jump scare ha, the just the conversation part. Ooh.
Hilom na gud kayo may atong part. Wa negatingog.
Moto kato nga time kanang kay kibaw mako kita na ko ato hindi mo ko ganahan ma-trauma again. Nagsigira ako duha sa akong iPad na. Sikog kanang duha o kanang Tetris.
Yeah, if you have the courage, if takay kauban.
Yeah, recommend ko ana lang kay maybe di nakakaganahan mo sleep or
Did you me tigtanaw horror movies sa house?
Nagunsa ta after atong movie.
Nagtabi.
May gani nawara sa atong utok ng kahadlok no.
Actually, nagkatawa-katawa naman ta after ato.
silang gi-praise pod sa the way nila gi-make ang movie.
Yeah.
Kay murag pang kuan siya ba? Pang international gani nga standards.
Yeah.
And hindi ka mag-think gani. I mean, you know, kita ka sa mga usual mga Pinoy movies. Labi na ganang mga Pinoy movies nga gitagaan nilang awards. Maka-ask man kag, huh? So,
Please not shake, rattle, and roll.
yeah, like maka-think ka ba nga mura din ni kaya sa Pinoy. But then makakita ka ginato nga wow.
Yeah.
Kaya gid like nindot talented magid mga Pinoy. Makakuan ka ba? Oh my gosh, I'm patriotic again.
But I guess movies like that, kay dili ka siya kuan og commercial value.
Yeah.
Because it's a different kind of horror. Mga. It's the kind of horror where you really have to understand it's not a pure jump scare horror.
Speaking, nanon ko nanumduman kanang mga traumatized na mga father sa horror ba katong Outside nga movie. Katong zombie and like unreal horror di ay kay ang inside sa house.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen that. Should I watch that?
Zombie siya nga Pinoy. Netflix.
Oh, I think I've
Ito si
seen
Sid Lucero.
bits of it. Ito na yung military.
Aha.
Yeah. Is that good?
Sucks lang.
Di ba medyo slow burn sad siya?
Oo. But ang story is na zombies niya. Ito nga.
Tapos sila
Nya, sa inside silang house kay di naman sila pagawson jud. Kay lagi kay gikuan jud sila from outside na ba niya. Murag
pero mga zombies, tinod yun.
na siya zombies ana but ang ending atong rag namatay man ata to ang papa jud but something in ana. But wala siya na focus og maayo sa zombie. More on the trauma nga part.
Nakita ko pero wala ko na-watch. Na nag-watch ba niya, nagagiagir ako na like, ooh, cool. But wala na ako. Okay, maybe I'll watch that. But yeah, horror movies, they are always scarier when religion is involved. because I guess it reminds us of, oh right, if I believe in God, then I guess I'll have to believe in the bad guy. It can't be just Obi-Wan Kenobi. There's got to be a Darth Vader to the mix.
Sumunto siya, guys.
Pero isa ka thing lang no nga mag positive lang gid sa kanang mga horror movies and kana religion based horror movies is kanang the fact na maka-realize ka nga maybe you need to like be close to God again. I don't know, murag makakuan lang giba, murag ay opener lang sa it nga, oh my gosh, murag ordinary ram lang sila nga people. What if mahitabo sad gani to someone you know or someone ko like what would you do if namo na nga situations? Who would you call?
Ghostbusters.
You'd call Hosier.
But yeah, I mean, kanang relating to one thing that's good about those horror movies that's tied to religion is that good triumphs over evil. So at least at the end of the day, we're like, whew, okay.
Relief siya for everyone.
Ayaw sila o kana i-exercise.
Oh, exercise. Leg day. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I think daghan kitag mga horror today because of our topic.
Og sa setup actually.
Why?
Sige lang, ato ni invite balik si Hannah for a lighter episode.
I mean, you started it with your super creepy segment.
Katugong debate na to, ka-group man ta, ni ikaw man to ang rebuttal. Ikaw gid ang ibutang sa rebuttal kay.
Naglisod ko ato.
Day, mayo kayo ka to. Di, naminaw ko nimo and it was all good. Kay like, naminaw magug ka sa other team. And then, sige kag, yes. Nanala ko nga, yes, may ganit si Hannah ang ko.
Feel ko nonsense to akong
Okay ra,
remember
Jen.
ko ba kay si Shaina nagkuan sig debate og si Jen maayog debate ni ako kay pataka naman ko ato pagkuan.
Dili,
thought
okay
that.
ra. Nindot yun to. I mean like, sanin ato nga time, nga imo gi-construct ang kuan.
Wala pa to'y kuan, wala pa to'y chat GPT.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'd have to mamino ka sa kuan para makahimo ka sa imong own piece.
Yeah, that's the thing about a rebuttalist.
Yeah, and the way you delivered it, lagi like no one sa atong team nga makabuhat ato as well as you did.
Kaya pinaka-traumatizing to nakuan pag pinaka-stupid na moment to nako ang debate.
It was traumatizing for me because we had to dress up and I hated dressing up. And si engineer rebuttalist mo sa mga team. Best rebuttalist. Break it down.
Yeah, best debater siya.
Kaya pag wala siya proof nga bahala kiat. Amina.
Oh, nya. Na issue pag college nga kana kiat ra daw kay me. Isuya ra dito siya. Anyway.
Who was that? We're gonna cut this part. Who was that? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Good times, but I guess scary times. Yan yun ang panahon. Yeah.
Yun ang veco.
Ang veco, true. Or wala kita
If
kabaw.
panahon pa lang to, bugnaw sad. Pero perti mang inita. Wa jud niyo yun.
All black pa dyan.
Nag-leggings, nag-socks pa ganina. So, that's pretty much it for my segment, guys.
Yep. So, muna siya mong episode for today. So, mo to siya, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And, yeah, ito lang invite si Hannah for a lighter episode po.
Yeah. That's pretty much it for our episode today. Again, we want to thank our super cool cat guest, Hannah. So, the blend's over for now.
But the chaos never stops.
Stay tuned, stay bold.
And we'll catch you on the flip side.
Bye.